Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Not too much happened today. Bitcoin took the day off while some altcoins were moving again aggressively, like Solana. Solana typically chooses the Saturdays for a pump, most recently. Quite interesting, actually, how the market sometimes changes. Bitcoin hasn't changed at all. Just a quick recap there for... on the daily chart, we are still we're looking at a bullish structure here. We have a 1-2 setup, which bottomed likely on the 11th of September. That's been our view. And we are now getting towards the end of this wave one, most likely. All I can share with you is that there is no clear signal yet that this wave one has topped. So we still have to watch for higher prices. I'm actually still leaning towards another extension. Explained that to you in the last few videos, even though I'm on high alert for a potential pullback now in wave 2. Can happen. I've added a support area. Adding the support area doesn't mean the pullback has to happen. Yeah, some people misunderstand that sometimes and think, okay, you said a pullback will come, it didn't come. Well, see, at the moment I'm still leaning towards higher until I have a signal that this short-term uptrend or this uptrend is over, okay? We take a look at that on the shorter time frames, but at the moment, still leaning higher. But certainly the risk for that pullback has increased. I think Bitcoin is in a pretty solid bull market as long as the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level is holding. That's at 27,280. A sustained break below that level will probably lead to a failure, could send us down to 18K, yeah, sort of back into this support area down here, which is not gone. So that's still something we have to take into consideration. Below 18K, I've highlighted here that is the road to 8 to 10K. I think, this might need re-evaluating based on the structure. Should we really lose support? But for now, I am focused on higher. I mean, we can only really focus on what we see, right? I mean, that's it's not worth speculating. Okay, do we get another bear market low, or actually should we, do we get back into a bear market? At the moment, there's obviously a bull market. Bitcoin has been in the bull market since end of last year. Uptrend, 12-month uptrend, and more than doubled the price. I mean, that's not bear market. Can always happen again. We can always drop back into a bear market. Markets change, data changes, price structures change, and then we have to just reinterpret and adjust. But I can see at the moment that we have pretty bullish structures. We have impulses to the upside, and we're holding way above support. That's certainly not bearish. We are approaching a key target range on the daily time frame. So we reached on the lower time frame for this 5-wave move that started on the 11th of September. We reached already our minimum expectation. We are now approaching an area which would be, even on the daily time frame, the ideal target range for the 1 hour for the wave one there. So ideally target here between 38,270 to 43,000. So if we continue to push higher, I actually would like to avoid a break above 43K. So, I mean, maybe I should do it like this, because this would be the ideal target range for wave one. But it is possible that this is forming some kind of a high B wave or corrective structure. And that is then the box here, which could even stretch out further. So this would be the range, could even stretch higher, to be honest. This is the range for a B wave. Basically, that would mean if we get above 43K, we are likely heading into a target range that is rather corrective, which is not really desirable. It would look more bullish short term, but the problem will be that it is more adhering then towards the structure of a correction. So that means that this wave up here between November and April, that this has basically the same length or roughly the same length as this leg up. And then we're dealing here with a correction. There are different ways how this could play out. Different ways how this could play out. For example, it could just be an A wave. Then we come down in a deep B wave. And we could still move higher from there, but it would be a different structure. Or all of this move down was an A wave into the November lows. This is an ABC in a high B wave, or just a B wave. and we're going to head to new bear market lows. These are still bearish scenarios that are absolutely possible. The idea of this technical analysis is to highlight which levels are going to give us clues. So it's absolutely desirable to finish off this 5-wave move there before breaking above 43k. Yeah, they're very important. So let's go to the shorter time frame. I mean, really nothing happened here. So really just a quick commentary for anybody who's new on the channel. We still have our, as I said, 5 waves up. Wave 1 could be finished, yes, but as explained in the last videos, the last move up was only in 3 waves. So it still allows for another high, for example, in the blue count, which is the subwave structure of this wave 5. It could also be that we are moving higher in the yellow count, which just suggests that wave 4 never finished, which in the white wave count finished on Friday, the 3rd of November. But if we break below this ascending trend line, it would get increasingly likely that we're already pulling back in this wave 2. This wave 2 should be an ABC structure. It could lead to quite a deep pullback. It would potentially cause some panic, especially among people who are over leveraged, who didn't take partial profits, for example. So there's just a little bit of uncertainty right now as to whether we are extending higher or not. At the moment, as long as we're holding above this ascending trend line there that I just mentioned, that dotted trend line, I'm still leaning towards another extension higher. It makes sense because the last wave up, as I said, was only in 3 waves. Ideally, we'd like to see 5 waves to get a high probability, let's say, completion of a structure. But hey, the risk has certainly increased with us reaching minimum expectations on the smaller time frame. So that 38.2k level that I showed you on the daily is not really the minimum. It's the ideal range. The minimum expectation has already been reached throughout the week. And that is when I highlighted we need to be on the side of caution. So let's see if Bitcoin will start the pullback soon. Again, I have added support. Doesn't mean it has to start now. There are not really very clear signs that it has started. I can only tell you that on the smaller time frame, the last rally here also looks like a 3-wave move, but then the move down as well. So it's not really giving us a clear signal yet. That's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find the links in the video description. There's additional content every day, some signals, updates, stuff about mindset and so on. So yeah, you might want to check it out. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.